Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming. This scene is a continuation of a scene where our little she, Lyra, just got introduced, excuse me, to a few commoners um, who are definitely not so common um, in this kind of almost magical bar with very shiny and sparkly and colorful drinks called Vixen. Um, Lyra's been sitting there talking to them, actually more or less trying to fully understand them. A lot of the concepts that they speak of are sort of alien to her, even though the memories of well, the individual Lyra actually um, sort of resonate with these ideas, but Lyra's own thoughts are conflicted. So, as they were talking about politics and other things, at some point, the troll, William Black, had fallen asleep on at the table that they were sitting on, and some of the people had left, and it had just been the Selkie, Misha, and Lyra who were sitting there and talking and drinking very colorful and, in Lyra's case, non-alcoholic drinks. Um, so after a while, Misha is has stood up, explaining that she needed to step out for a moment to do business of her own, and had asked Lyra if she would be okay with keeping an eye on William as he was there, kind of snoring. Lyra, being her usual kind of useless but trying to be helpful self, um, had very gladly agreed to this, and so unfortunately taking this keeping an eye on someone a little too literally, as she had put her head on the table and is kind of staring at William, because keeping an eye on someone is a very important task. You should never underestimate such a task. As such, she quickly notices the small grunts, twitching, that indicate, well, the not too pleasant dreams that, well, let's just say a lot of the changelings have been suffering from. And yeah, Lara is looking at the door, um, through which Misha left, looking back at William. It's kind of conflicted. It's like keeping an eye on someone. Does that mean helping them? How do you help someone like with nightmares? And suddenly her face kind of clears up. She smiles very brightly and like almost jumps off of her chair. Actually kind of making a loud noise at that. As she suddenly realizes that she can actually help, or she should be able to help. So she's gonna actually hop on the table, sitting there cross-legged in front of William, and will well, is gonna try and enter his dreams as she is starting to sing. As per ST's request, this will be live. I will apologize up front to everyone. But here we go. Sleep, my tarnished silver, let me dull you once again. and let our battle end. Sleep, my snowlass of winter. Let me warm you once before I go. And I'll pretend to know and understand. And as she is singing, the I guess sort of shape of Lyra starts to almost fade out as she will enter William's dreams.
The Lyra firstly will find herself in a lower deck of a ship.
Okay.
It's a very nice ship that is shaking a bit. When I say shaking, it's like like when the ship on a on sea, it's just like it slowly, like goes one side and the other. The But she will immediately see a door opens and a guard enters. While you were on the ship, you didn't see the person who was sleeping on the bed, a small child. When I say child, it's like it's young. It's not a child. It's a young person. But that person gets slapped on the face with the back of a sword. The they grab him from the air and try to pull him towards the upper deck. You see that when the person is being pulled to the upper deck, person is left on his knees. There's a bunch of other sailors and a troll. While the sailors are there, there's also guards as well. There are also guards as well, and a she who has a metal arm, weird eyes, a hat. She will probably recognize the colors of House Dougal.
Yeah, she's looking around. Um, I don't know if you know. She's never been on a ship, at least not as far as she knows. So, this is sort of impressive. She's trying to stay a little bit out of the main point of view, though she's definitely close to whoever this young individual is, because that just looks like something that might need protecting in some form.
The the troll that you see in the middle is tied by hands with one rope and tied from legs from another. And the she kind of moves his hands and they throw this man to the water. There's a silence on the air as they pull the guy from the other side of the ship after grinding him to the lower side of the deck, the lower side of the ship.
They're keel hauling him. I don't know if
Yes,
that's actually, yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay, good. um, as they throw him off, like, is that William, or does he recognize him as William or
It
not?
looks like William, but it's not William.
Okay, no, that's good. She will definitely scream though, like when that happens.
Hmm. You see the kid, not kid, sorry, the person looks at her, and that person also looks like William.
She'll cover her mouth with her hands, as she looks obviously shocked at that.
The person they kill whole comes from other side, filled with little scars as the guy screams, "Ah!" And then they immediately punch him in the face with the back of the sword. The she looks around. They put the troll to the ground. The troll stands up and defiantly looks the she at the eye. And the she then says, again.
Oh, no, 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 no.
They throw him again to the sea. This time he comes up with very deep scars on his uh, belly, hands. He cups water when they let him, but he still looks defiantly to the she, gets on his knees, doesn't say anything. It's just there's this look of defiance. That's kind of similar to a troll that you have seen recently.
Gee.
And and the guy says again, and they pull him out of the water this time. He looks like he's dead. One of his eye is missing. It's horrifying. It's horrifying to look at him. When he lands, his half of his hair is gone. It looks like his skin is skinned. While everybody thinks he is dead, he actually starts coughing water. And from the ground, he still looks at this she with one eye very defiantly. She goes near a guard, pulls a gun, and shoots the troll in the head.
Mm. Lara would try to jump in front of the gun, but probably that bullet just goes straight through her since she can't
Yeah.
interact with the dream yet.
The You see the kid screams again, and the guard starts to kill the not the kid. The person screams again. God damn it! Why I'm saying kid again. The person screams again. They hit him again in the head. They start to massacre the sailors. But when it comes to that person that Lyra sees and recognizes, the guards tell to the Lord it would be merciful to let him live, take him and educate him as a slave. The dream changes, and Lyra finds herself in the freehold. It's getting obvious that this person that who is growing now, it's older than what it looked like in the ship, is William. And she sees that he tries to sleep, but he can't because of the scars that are bleeding on his back. But the door gets kicked again as two very weird person who's wearing like armor made by fewer enters. They pull William outside. William doesn't resist. But you see a wolf that you have seen before. But it's another person who is riding the wolf. It's this issue. She says that now the fight is over. You have nothing to fear from us. Because we know that your true enemy is your tyrant nobles. This fight was not your choice. It was the choice of your true enemy. We know the pain that you suffered, but join us. Join us so we can. bring a better future. This issue is very beautiful. The speech is passionate as well. The people in the courtyard that is being brought there take up arms,
Mm.
and she sees William also take up arms.
Um, Lyra will watch this. And she sees this all happening. She can't really stop herself from kind of whispering, "We're not all like that."
That time, she will see William looks at her again, noticing that she is there. But then you will see that she puts his head down as the dream changes again. Lyra never saw the freehold of Free Hair, but she recognizes Brooklyn. She sees William in an armor and he has his helmet on. It's a very unique sheep plate. She sees commoners behind him: Misha, Amber, she's in Amber, Hole. She sees Shea. They're readying this weird barricade in front of a castle-looking, pardon, a city protected by walls. Then the army of nobility in the Kingdom of Apples arrives. They rock the walls as it seems for last second. It's very bad for those who are inside. The army is sweeping through, entering and killing the commoners who are defending. While the fight around Lyra happens, she sees William looking while her one of her eye is missing. She immediately cuts down one of the knights, runs forward, trying to kill everyone in front of him. He has this he has a sword and shield, and he is very talented at fighting. He cuts down another two and then raises the flag over. It's a blue flag that has hairs in both sides. And then he screams on the top of his lungs, "For the fort!" As the commoners gets rallied again, and they push the nobles. The things gets a bit colder for some reason that Lyra doesn't understand. William loses his hand in the war. He loses Misha. He loses one of the puka that she really likes. It's obvious there's a connection. Shea dies. Hole dies. But William remains. She sees William after blinking, standing on top of a throne made by ice. Winter has come, and William is sitting on the throne. William Black, Abdougal, William Black the Tyrant, hiking. No one is behind him, and everyone is in front of him, on their knees.
Mm, this last bit, Lyra is kind of witnessing, almost as if there is like a wall between her and all this fighting. It's almost once again as if she's looking from a glass tower, but this time everything is kind of raging right behind the glass. And as William is sitting there on the throne, she will walk up. She'll walk up to the throne to William. Hello.
Hello, Lyra. I noticed you. You were there from the beginning.
Yes.
Is it a tradition in Arcadia?
Arcadia? I don't know.
When someone falls asleep in front of you, do you enter his dreams or her dreams?
She takes some time to think about it, kind of twisting her hair around one of her fingers, then untwisting it and twisting it back in again. I don't know, but Misha said I had to keep an eye out on you for you, so I did.
Not everybody may see it that way.
Did I do something bad?
People may not like if you use arts without their permission on them.
Oh, which people?
Most commoners.
Oh,
I don't know about the nobles that much, but I don't think if they're, I don't think anybody would like using arts without their permission. But I don't know everybody.
are you mad at me? I only wanted to help. I was hoping I could make flowers instead of swords, but I couldn't. Flowers are nice.
For some reason, I believe you.
If I could make flowers, you wouldn't have to fight.
The Sir Carrarus told us that the Mara, the creator of nightmares, creates these nightmares to show us that, to make us a better person. This is my nightmare. I think this shows me how horrible I can become.
I don't like the nightmares.
So do I.
Can I give you a hug? I think you might need one.
He gets up from the throne. The and he opens his hands.
Lyra will smile brightly and, yeah, will step into the hug,
William is
wrapping
like
her arms
uh,
around him.
he's like 8 foot tall in troll form. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Lyra kind of disappears in that. Like,
he
poof, where's Lyra? Well,
his sword like is there. It's a terrifying sword as well. And he hugs her.
No, says Lara as she's kind of squished against his chest.
You
Oh,
see, like William looks at his hands. His hands shakes, and he kind of steps back.
mm. You know, you're afraid of becoming a monster, but that's your own choice. You don't just become like this, as she kind of points at all the people kneeling. There's always a point where you choose, and it's never too late to step back. This nightmare, it's not nice. I saw it and I didn't like it. Then again, I don't like nightmares at all. Wait, I said that already. Mm. But even when you're here, you could still choose to walk down the steps. I could choose to walk up the steps. There's always a ladder somewhere. There's always a way out. I don't think you will become this, not if you stay who you are, until you make the choice to become this. You know?
I understand, and I agree. It seems that William is having a conflict. Can you roll perception, maybe Greymare, to I will make you understand what's going on a bit more.
Okay. Where's my sheet? Where's. Oh, fuck. Got everything up but my sheet. God damn it. Lol. I'm terrible. One moment, people. Short intermission. Ah, I hope my computer won't be that slow. It's not. That's a bonus. Perception is 4. Grammar is. Grammar. Where are you? Where are you? Where is that? Ah, there. Okay, that's 1, but didn't I get bonus points for that for being Balmain?
You get like one perception for Bomena, as far as I know.
Yeah. That I know. Let me see. Oh no, that's canning rolls, not grey mare rolls. My bad. Okay, so I got 4 dice. And then I'm gonna ask what you think that clairvoyance helps in this,
What is
in the
clairvoyance?
specialty. It has to do mostly with like seeing mm, like more seer stuff, you know.
Okay, that wouldn't help then.
Okay, I got an 8, so I got
Um,
1 success.
yeah. William is fighting among his personalities because William the Tyrant wants to come up.
Okay. She's looking at him. It's like, you always feel like that. Like there's 2 people of you.
No, it's this nightmare.
Mm. If I get better at this, I can help you. Would you want that?
I would appreciate
Okay.
as William like opens his eyes while he was like his eyes was closed. He was like trying to fight it off. You see, like his eyes are like white, cold white, And he then like opens his eyes again and like pushes it back. This is hard.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to leave you alone, or do you want me to stay with you? I can stay with you.
I think you should leave for your own sake. You may come at any time.
She kind of shrugs. I can wake you up if you want to.
Hmm. And William opens his eyes again after he closes it, and like you see, his eyes are again cold white, and you see he pulls the swords toward Lyra, points at her with the sword that's like looks again terrifying, and he says, "You think what's best for my people? They
I
may
don't know
be
your
on their
people.
knees, but they're safe from any threat. No nightmare, nothing can hurt them."
Lyra kind of frowns and she opens up her mouth to, give a response and then closes it again.
As long as everybody does what I say they do, what I say they should, to the word, they will be fine. Because I learned the secret of everyone. Not them, I.
I will leave you now. But I don't know if you are gonna remember this. If you ever become like this, I will fight you.
And you will die.
Maybe. We'll see. And she'll turn around and she'll walk off the stairs and slippery slip out of his dreams.
Okay. I guess that's the time we end our scene.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. See you next time.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Changeling 3.